Okay, so here's all this mess. I had to crawl up into my attic to get my my box of plumbing supplies, which means I had to move the Lotus. Doesn't mean I cranked it up, it just means I moved it. I pushed it. And anyway, I've got some, I figure 45-degree elbow is pretty good for that one right there. How about a 90 degree at this point right there? We can go 90 degrees up to this guy right there, and then maybe we'll throw in how about a 45 degree to take care of that guy right there. And I got all kinds of connections and lengths and whatnot. I should be able to make this thing no problem. The only thing that's hard to do is this. Okay, these guys are kind of tough. I may even be able to repair this. I'll have to look into some stuff on Amazon and see what happens, but I think I can get some aluminum pipe, and you can do some, what do you call it, brazing. So I may be able to get some stuff and braze it together. I mean, it's hard to say. See, the problem is the failure has gone into the curve, and yeah, I don't have the ability to bend, but I might be able to buy some kind of an aluminum with a pre-built, what do you figure that is, maybe a 30-degree bend in it. So I might be able to do something like that, get two pieces and put them together. Anyway, this is a long ways down the road. I got to get it running. I'm also going to hit the Amazon up and get a replacement for this. I'm going to get them in stainless steel so that they don't do that, which is rust. It looks like the rest of the stuff is fine. This is the nylock that sits on the end. This is the spacer that holds it off. Little washer. All this stuff is fine. It was just the just that piece that failed right there. Yeah, this one right here. Okay, I got the angles pretty well. This heads over to the bottom of the radiator. This is going to come up to the little electric pump. The angles that are in here, I'm not entirely sure just yet, but I do know that this is about the length that I need, and I know that this is about right. And the angles as far as this goes and that one goes, yeah, this part's good. And I'm all fluxed up and ready to solder. Alright, it's kind of ugly, but worked beautifully. I'm sure that's pretty solid. It's going to work. Okay, last joint's ready to go. If you look down on it, it's got kind of like that kind of an angle. I've made it too long. It's I imagine when they built these things that they probably put the radiator on after they installed these things, and I found it almost impossible to get that pipe installed. Like, I tried a shorter pipe and I just couldn't get it to work. So yeah, this is about 2 inches longer than it's supposed to be, but I need the length in order to install it. Great. Alright, I took the hose clamps off. And these things must be made out of stainless steel. Or the clamp is. I don't know about the screw. The screws have got some rust on them. This is the bottom one. It's got a little bit more of the rust than the other ones do. Anyway, that's ready to go. Now, I cleaned this guy up here so I could make sure that the joints would had cleared and went all the way around and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure that's going to work okay. I got the lock nut. I got the washer. The spacer's already up under there. Got this. I got my wrench to put on the back of that because you can't hold it. And I got a little lubricant on the end there and the end there so I can get it up onto the hoses. So I think I'm ready to install it. Alright, we got the clamps on. This one doesn't go too far back. It's good enough. Alright, come down to here. See that nut right there? There's really no clearance between this and that. So if this wiggles a little bit, okay, it can hit that. I can compensate for that by bending this bracket a little tiny bit. I haven't done it yet, but I could bend it a little bit more. Alright, what else have we got? Alright, let's move on up. Again, that guy right there, really hard to get that hose connected. Really, really hard. But it's on, and then, of course, getting the clamp tightened down, finding an angle that'll allow me to get in there. I think I went down this direction back here, and I eventually found some angle that was allowing me to get into the screw. It's in, it's solid, and yeah, there's really not that much rust down here. I mean, I've seen some stuff that just looks terrible. What is that looking like? How my fans look? See, my fans look okay. And air conditioning, suspension components, hoses, clamps, you know. I've seen so much worse in some of the pictures on the internet. Alright, but that's enough for now. I think next step is I'm going to have to get this radiator flushed out. Good enough for now.